Hello folks, Andrew Stover again from Panache restaurant in Tysons Corner, and I'm joined again with Beth Wolfe from Siema Wines, and this time I'm going to show her some wines, and I have a lineup of interesting Pinot Noirs. Earlier we spoke about Rucche, her Italian wine from the northern Italy that is similar, in my opinion, to Pinot Noir. And now we're actually going to do the real deal. And so we have some interesting wines that were brought to me the other day from another vendor. We have 2 Pinot Noirs from New Zealand and 1 from California. So we're going to do the California first. Very familiar to many of you is probably Climat, which is from the Central Coast. This is their, oh boy, and you know, I don't speak French, La Barge au-dessus.
I would go with that.
Okay.
Yeah.
I'm not really big. I'm not really good at pronouncing French words. And it's probably hard to see. But this is a 375 milliliter bottle of Climat Pinot Noir. I understand this retails somewhere in the low 20s just for this little bottle. So you know, earlier when we spoke about Pinot Noirs are getting very expensive.
They are.
Here is just a half bottle that's going to cost you something in the low 20s. So. And of course, you know, Climat's very well known for Pinot Noirs. They do a lot of single vineyard. This is a single vineyard. So when you smell it, it's been open maybe 2 or 3 days.
But, you know, I was going to ask you that. It's still very fresh on the
nose.
It's
very vibrant, very fresh.
Mm-hmm. A lot of the fruit is right there, and I think from my experience with Pinot Noir, it smells classic to me.
Very.
I mean, this is textbook Pinot Noir, Bourgogne Rouge kind of smell to it.
It's got a lot of earthy characteristics and a lot of ripe fruit, and that's always very characteristic of California Pinot. I mean, you get these very ripe, very fruity, and that has to do with the climate. It
has nice acidity to it as well, which is, for me, I don't know a lot about Pinot, but sometimes it's lacking in acidity a little bit, and it just doesn't make sense with food, don't you think?
Well, it depends on where it's coming from. Certainly there are lots of, Pinot Noirs that are flabby. It has a lot of acidity, Pinot in general. It's one of the more acidic grapes, but the climate has a lot to do with it. Cool climate, higher acidity, warm climate. So sometimes, those California Pinots sometimes can be flabby.
And do you think Pinot, in my experience, again, you being more of a Pinot expert than I am, there's such a wide range of quality with Pinot Noir. You know, I've had such wonderful Pinot Noir from Burgundy. That's what I learned first when I was in the wine business, was Burgundy. And once you get used to Pinot Noir from Burgundy, you're a little bit spoiled.
Right, this is true.
And so now, when I have Pinot Noir from around the world, it's so trendy, I find that there's just a huge range. From fantastic to very,
really abysmal.
Right.
Well, and that has to do with the popularity of it. I mean, and that goes with any wine that, you know, has become popular, and then there's good examples and not so good.
And they try to grow it everywhere now.
They try to grow it everywhere. Here's the thing with this grape, though. It's very difficult to grow. It only grows in what we call marginal climates. Marginal climates meaning that it just gets to the ripeness right before it's time to pick, before the fall frosts come. So, you know, certainly, like, we think of Burgundy, that's a marginal climate. Oregon is a marginal climate. Northern Michigan is a marginal climate. But, you know, parts of California, I don't think of California as having marginal climates.
No.
I mean, and certainly there are some stunning examples of California Pinot, this being one of them. It's a cool climate. But it doesn't grow well in Napa necessarily.
Well, that's why Napa Cabernet is so delicious.
Right, exactly.
Nice and warm.
Right, it's warm.
Yeah.
So let's do these New Zealand ones.
Okay.
And, you know, New Zealand, very cool climate. These are both from the South Island. Now, I like this one the best, although this one is growing on me. The second wine, first from New Zealand, it's called Staete, Landt, Marlborough, New Zealand, so famous for its Sauvignon Blanc. This is their 2006 Pinot Noir, and this smells so earthy to me. I mean, it's like a glass of truffles.
Yeah, it is. It's delicious.
And it kind of smells funky, and it's supposed to be like that. Like, it's not just because it's been open, certainly.
No, I don't think it's tired.
No.
You know what I mean?
It's not funky smell.
Yeah.
Absolutely.
That's really good. And you think it's been open 2 or 3 days?
It's been open for about 2 days.
No, it's wonderful. Also very fresh, also good acidity.
And I think it has more acidity, more food friendly. It's cooler in New Zealand. than in California.
You know, this is going to sound maybe a little strange, but sometimes food friendliness to me is indicated by almost this grapefruit quality that wines have
It's
in the
the
finish.
acidity.
Yeah, it's the acidity. It's like, you know, that mouth-watering sensation
Absolutely.
you get when you have a wine
Do
with...
you want another sip? Do
Yes.
you want another bite?
Yes.
Absolutely.
I think that would be great with a wide variety of foods.
This is fabulous with salmon. So we talked about salmon with, you know, Ruque. I mean, Staete, Landt, New Zealand Pinot Noir.
Have you been to New Zealand?
I have, but I have not been to this region. Now, but I have been to this one.
Uh-huh.
So, and in fact, I've been to this winery.
Uh-huh.
So the next wine we're going to try, and the Staete Landt is about, I guess that's going to be like $25 around there. New Zealand Pinot tends to be expensive. Certainly, there are lower priced versions, like things like Villa Maria come to my mind, but those are a little overcropped. They're a little more mass produced. These are smaller, more artisanal wines. Now, this one is a very high end wine. This is Amisfield. Amisfield Pinot Noir. It's from the region called Central Otago, and this is down on the south part of New Zealand's South Island. Queenstown. This is where a lot of Lord of the Rings episodes were filmed, you know, when that movie was out.
Yeah.
Down here with all the big mountains.
Right.
This is a very mountainous terrain.
Which can be good in terms
certainly.
of wind and keeping the climate
Absolutely.
nice and cool.
Very mineral-rich soils.
Oh, that smells delicious.
Yeah.
It has a really, something on the nose that's really jumping out at me and I can't pick it up.
It's minerals. It's like...
Very minerally,
I think
yeah.
there's a lot of volcanic, and I may be wrong, but I think that there is some volcanic soils down in this area. So anyways, really, really interesting area. I had an opportunity. It's been about 4 years since I've been down there, and I don't remember all the particulars of visiting this winery, but these are pretty high end. I mean, this is going to be 30 to 40, probably upwards of $40 a bottle. I mean, so certainly.
And they don't make much of it.
No. And they're always high end from this region, the Central Otago, because they're small production. And funny enough, it's on the 45th parallel, which is the same as Burgundy. Of course, you know, different hemispheres,
right.
but same distance away from the poles.
That's good marketing.
Yeah, totally. In fact, when you're driving around, you're driving down, and this is so crazy driving there, because you drive on the left.
Right.
And of course, after some wine, like I already have enough problems driving on the left side. Like I don't need to have a little wine and then drive on the left. But you're driving along, and then you come up to this point, and it says you have now passed the 45th parallel. It's really cool.
They should actually put up signs. The 45th parallel, just like Burgundy. I like it. It's different. And you would be able to pick it out as Pinot Noir on a blind tasting. Even with
all of these.
All of them. But I mean,
this is a richer style, certainly.
Richer, more minerally, but very...
Like more dark fruit for me, and a little coffee. I'm getting a little coffee on it now. And this thing was so tight the other day when we opened it. It just wasn't showing very well. Now it's showing nicely. The other day, when the vendor brought it, I would not have bought it.
Yeah.
Compared to the other two.
Yeah.
Because it was just not showing very well.
Which one of the three do you like the best? I know that's a hard question.
It is.
It's because they're really different from one another. But if you were going to have, say, a grilled salmon.
I like Staete Landt the best. I mean, I certainly like the Alban Climat, but I also think about price. And for the same price, I can get the full bottle versus the half bottle.
Yeah.
Is this a better wine than this one? I mean, they're just different.
Yeah.
You know?
Very interesting.
Fun time. So, New Zealand Pinot Noir is really kind of on the uptick. I mean, people are really interested in it. You know, no longer do people think of New Zealand just for Sauvignon Blanc. I mean, Pinot Noir has become very popular down there, especially on the South Island. I mean, New Zealand, as you know, is two islands, north and south. So north has a little bit of a warmer climate. They do more Bordeaux-style varietals and Chardonnays. But then when you get down to the south, the Pinot Noir and the Sauvignon Blanc have kind of taken reign there. And I would love to go back. It's certainly a haul of a flight.
Is it? Yeah.
So anyway,
well, thank you for showing me Pinot Noir from around the world. It's always important to taste as much as you can, to learn as much as you can, and have a way to compare and contrast.
Absolutely.
Wines.
And you know, you specialize in Italian, European wines. I mean, here's an opportunity to see what other people are doing. So, thanks for watching.